it's about that time. We decided we were going to do something a little bit different today, add some different elements to what we already do. It's going down there, trying to figure out ways to break the algorithm. Man. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to all our channels, all our different platforms. Boss Talk 101, Boss Talk 101 Primetime. It's crazy. We got to get it done, though. Boss Talk 101, where the boss is talking.
Okay, let's get this thing rocking and rolling. What's good, what's good, what's good this morning, beautiful people? It's time to rise and grind, yes. Yes, it is that time. Some of us have been up for, the last few hours. And few indicates more than two. I would have said a couple. And yes, it is time for all of you to peel back the layers of your eyelids and come out of that fantasy world of a dream of yours and get into the land of the living. People, get into the land of the living, and let's start your day. Let's kick this week off, or Monday. The start of the week is Sunday, but let's kick the start of this work week off in high form and in high fashion. Yes. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful day. Have a blessed and fulfilled day. And be inspired and motivated to really go out there and kick a motherfucker in their ass. Yeah, that's right. You heard it here first. Yes. 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 Oh, my bad. Y'all thought that this was the channel where you come and you get inspiration, motivation, and uplift. No, nigga. This the channel where we talk shit all day, every day, and we throw it against the wall and see what stick. But, I will say this. We don't do the messy shit. No. We might give you a little consultation. We might put out some gems and drop a few jewels, if in fact that's what you feel about the conversation. But it is not our obligation, job, or duty to sit there and make you feel good about your goddamn sorry ass motherfucking life. That's not my job. Hell no. And if you're not dedicated to yourself and making sure that your shit is on point, like Stacey Adams, well, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm not a guru when it comes to trying to make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I don't give two flying fucks from a flip flying fart. But I can tell you this. If you're self-motivated, if you want to get some things accomplished in life, if you want to sit there and be who you were intended to be, well, this might be the station you need to chime into. This might be the talk that you need to hear. Because if you need a motherfucker to pat you on the back, hold your hand, pat your ass, man, go listen to some other shit. Because this ain't for you. I promise you, this is not for you. You're going to hear something on here with some of the people that we talk with, from me, from, you're going to be like, man, them motherfuckers, they crazy. I don't know what the hell they talking about. You right. We don't. This ain't my job. I ain't on here to goddamn tell you how to live your life. I'm here telling you how I live my goddamn life. And if you interested in the shit that I get into on a regular and consistent basis, well, stick around. If not, hey, man. Yeah. Okay. All right. Before I move any further, before I get to getting into what I'm getting into today, yes, make sure you guys tap into my website, www.gemsitpublishing.com. Go to the bookshelf. Go to the bookshelf, and we'll have some new books up here pretty soon. But I always have to give you the push in terms of what we got going. Yeah. 21 Keys of Success. Riding with Rick. Freeway, Ricky Ross. We have these books on deck. They are not in, but on our website. You can purchase the books through our site. 21 Keys, the 21 Keys of Success, a very informational guide, a true guide to how Rick did his thing once he got out of prison. In the notes that he created, and Corey Crutcher sat down, rode with him for about 30 days, almost 2 months, and pulled together this manuscript or these lessons of success, his success model. So if in fact you want to pick up this book, go to my site, Gems IT Publishing, www.gemsitpublishing.com, and pick up Freer Ricky Ross's The 21 Keys of Success. We also have The Untold Story, Freer Ricky Ross, the untold autobiography of Freer Ricky Ross. Right? Yeah. Details the life and time of Rick. Very powerful book. And if in fact you checked out Snowfall, this is the book. This is the book that John Singleton presented to the studios and created Snowfall. Of course, there's a lot of speculation around it. I'm going to have to get Rick on here one day to talk about it in terms of what happened with that situation. But Singleton died. The studio proceeded with the making of Snowfall and kind of iced Rick out of the situation. And of course, they didn't ask him, or talk to him about what really happened in his life. They just they really based it off of the book. You can see there are a lot of inferences. They changed the names, right? So of course they wouldn't have to pay Rick, but they tried to make the story fit. You talk to Rick ain't had no motherfucking lions and tigers in the goddamn ghetto. It goddamn never mind. I ain't about to go down that shit. But really good books, man. Really good books. If you're interested, go to the website, gemsitpublishing.com. Dr. Wawa. Dr. Wawa, welcome. I hope I'm saying that right. Or Wahawa. That might be it. Dr. Wahawa. Welcome to the live, man. Welcome to the live. Appreciate you for joining. Today, on Primetime Rise and Grind, important information. Let me just say that. We're gonna disperse some very important information to you today. All right. Today we're talking about primetime radio. Changing the marketplace and giving independent artists a real voice. That's what we're talking about today. But before we do that, if you have not subscribed to Boss Talk Podcast 101, Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime, hey man, step up to the plate and go press the button. Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. And also, when you get time, I don't normally solicit or ask folks to assist, but in this particular case, I'm asking you guys to go purchase a book that's not on my site, but that's okay. We like to support and push, but this particular individual, this is my brother, Abdullah Chappelle. He's currently sitting behind bars in Houston. And, just the name in itself, Abdul Chappelle. You guys over in that area know Abdul Chappelle. Good friend of mine. Got railroaded, in a sense, because he got, hit for a probation violation. And the police have been after him for a while, right? Because he's an activist, because he's in the streets helping these kids, helping these youth, and showing them the right way to go. Now, just so happened, he was riding home, was a little weary. Something had happened. I think someone had drugged him. I don't want to misquote it. I want Chappelle to tell the story. We get an opportunity to get Abdul on here. And he pulled over. He was resting. And the police came up harassing him. He was kind of out of sorts. They pulled him out of the car, found supposedly, allegedly, a sawed-off shotgun in the trunk, and of course, being a convicted felon, he got bounced back and violated for a probation violation. Now, if in fact you want to help Chappelle out, hey man, this is my brother's book, The Resurrection of a Dying Breed. The Resurrection of a Dying Breed. Abdul Chappelle out of Houston. Make sure you go look up this book. Purchase this book. This is a really good book. It's about his life. It's about It's about Abdul's life. And one thing about Abdul, he puts it out there. What he went through in the game, um, how he survived the game, how he's still surviving the game, the years that he's spent sitting down in prison. So I've definitely got love and support for my brother Abdul Chappelle. He actually introduced one of our groups that have been recording artists affiliated with Freer Records for quite some time. That's YKP. And of course, we have a record with those guys called OD Idol. So you hear that every once in a while in rotation. And of course, make sure you support. Make sure you support. It's all love, man. It's all love. We're not building another playlist because we're talking about primetime radio. Remember what I told you the topic is today. We're building a platform where independent artists can be heard, discovered, promoted, developed, and connected to opportunity. That's very straightforward, very simple, very, very simple. And I'm going to give you some numbers here in just a little bit to give you the impact of the direction that we're going in, right? Day to day, every day. It's going to trip you out. The music industry has changed. Artists don't necessarily need permission anymore. They can record their own music, distribute it worldwide, build their own audience, and create their own brand. But there's still a problem. Yeah, what's that problem? Who's really listening? Millions of songs are available, but availability isn't the same thing as visibility. That's where primetime radio enters the marketplace. We're creating more than somewhere the music is being played, or somewhere to play the music, however you want to look at it. 6 in one hand, half a dozen in another. We're building a genuine listening experience that gives independent artists another lane to reach people. We talked about this the other day. What's the purpose, point and purpose of radio, broadcast? Tell their stories, promote their brands, and grow their careers. Our frequency really is everywhere. And when we say everywhere, we're talking about a vision bigger than traditional dial radio. Yeah, let's definitely get into it. Stop waiting to be picked. Independent artists spend too much time waiting on the label, waiting on the DJ, waiting on the promoter, waiting on the playlist curator, waiting on somebody with a blue check, man. That's one thing that kills me. If you don't have a blue check, that means that you're non-existent, or you need validation to confirm who you are. So someone gives you a blue check to confirm to validate you. To say that you're talented. At some point, excuse me. Even saying that shit chokes me up, ladies and gentlemen, because it's some bullshit. At some point, you have to stop waiting for somebody else's platform to validate what you're building. Technology has changed the game. You can create the music, you can distribute the music, you can create the content, you can build the audience. It takes time, but it can be done. You can own the relationship with your supporters. And platforms like Primetime Radio can become a part of the infrastructure that helps connect those pieces. Today's motivation, right? Stop asking, when am I going to get my opportunity? Start asking, what am I building so I'm ready when the opportunity comes? So, what impact can primetime radio have on the marketplace? I'm glad you asked. Independent artists need more than streaming. Put your song on a streaming platform, distribution. That doesn't automatically mean promotion. You have your music available worldwide and still have nobody listening. That's the gap. Primetime radio is designed to attack release, exposure, discovery, engagement, and, of course, opportunity. The goal is to create another legitimate discovery engine for independent music. Radio still creates context. There is something powerful about hearing a record you weren't searching for. You see, that's discovery. A listener may not know the artist. They might not know the song. But the record comes through the speakers and suddenly, hey, man, who was that? The question, primetime radio, primetime radio can recreate that discovery experience for today's independent market. That's kind of hard to do since everyone figures that they know the best route to disseminate and distribute and promote and market their music, but they're not going anywhere. We want the artist behind the music. We don't only want the record, we want the story. Who are you? Where are you from? Why did you make this song? What's your movement? What's your next release? Where are you performing at? Where can people follow you? What are you building as an artist? That means primetime radio can connect music rotation with artist interviews. And we have a plethora of platforms to put you on. Industry talk, I'll just name a few. Inside Speaks, Boss Talk Podcast 101, Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime, Primetime Rise and Grind, The Cloud Chronicles, True Media, Boxing, you name it, we have it. We're tapped in, locked in, and we can get your story disseminated to the masses. It takes time, but it happens because you don't just drop it and push it. You've got to promote it. Artist spotlights, new releases, live performances, podcast, entertainment news, events, promotions, and primetime radio in regular rotation. Oh, what you say, G? What you mean by that, G? Primetime radio in regular rotation. Yes, primetime radio, regular rotation. Yes. We're introducing the artist. I definitely got it on my mind. The independent artist doesn't need another false promise. You hear me? I got something on my mind real strong this morning. Independent artists have been sold dreams forever. That's why I told you to get y'all goddamn crusty, dusty, goddamn boogie and high asses up. Stop dreaming. Let's get to it. Pay me and I'll make you famous. I'm sure some of you artists out there have heard that. Pay me and I'll get your record heard. Pretty sure some of y'all have heard that too. Pay me and I'll put you in front of the right people. I definitely know y'all have heard some bullshit like that before. Enough. When is enough enough? Artists need infrastructure. They need platforms that actually help them understand how the business works. Radio exposure is valuable, but radio alone isn't a career. So true. We're giving it all to you. The artist still needs great music. That's a number one. If it's trash, it ain't gonna pass. Distribution, publishing, marketing, content, performance, analytics, business structure, and consistency. All key. All key factors. That's why what we're building around Primetime matters. Don't just give the artist a microphone, give them a roadmap. And that is truly what we have. Now, let me give you a part of that roadmap before I move too far. Before I move too far along into today's conversation, right? Now, we're not 100% radio, right? We have so much more, but our radio platform, Primetime Radio, I'd say we're at about 80% music, and the rest, consists of station IDs, DJ talk, commercials, promos, news, interviews, transitions. So let me just give you the basic breakdown. Let me give you a basic breakdown, right? At 100%, if I were to go 100% on the music side, 24 hours, a 24-hour cycle, and 60 minutes, that's 1,440 minutes. The average song time's 3 minutes. So that's right at about 480 songs in a 24-hour cycle. That's just straight music, banging out music. But that's not what stations do, right? There's a lot that comes into it. I already told you, from DJ talk to commercials, promo, but on average. So what does that really mean, right? Our goal is to build a model, and we have a model that gives you an average of about 350 to 400 songs per day. That gives us room for branding drops, station IDs, programming segments, commercials, and, we won't overload you with just hitting you with advertisement, because that's not what this is about. We want you to have that discovery feel. Oh man, that's some hot new music. And not just the top 40 no, that's not our station. We're dealing with artists that are dealing with us. See the difference? We don't need the biggest of the biggest artists on our station. It's our station. We play the artists that we rock out with so that they get spins. But at the same time, it's a radio station. You got to have that variety. So it's incumbent upon artists to know that, hey, man, we're rotating over 350 to 400 songs per day. What does that mean? That means potentially we're creating roughly 10,500 to 12,000 song spins per month. I don't think y'all heard me. And we're digitally tracked. Yes. And licensed. Right? ASCAP, BMI. So guess what? Our station pays a royalty. Yeah. So if your music is right, and of course you go through the flight process with us, and we make sure that you have everything in place from your ISRC to your PRO, your copyrights, before you're greenlit to go live on our air and be in regular rotation. You have to have all of those things in place, because I want to ensure that you get paid from being on our station. You get your royalty because we do our reporting, but you'll get your royalty by being on our station. Tell me how many other individuals are giving that to artists. Give it to artists. It's there for you. It's there for you to consume and use. Those aren't play. Those aren't pretend numbers. Those are real. Let me go back. I don't think y'all heard me. 24-hour cycle on our station. Over 350 to 400 songs played per day. All of these songs are registered in some repository, either ASCAP or BMI. Some PRO has them registered. And we can play them legally. We're not pirating music, right? We've got the license because we're a radio platform, a digital radio platform, legitimate DJ radio platform that we've built, and we're creating. You got to pay for it. No. This is what we have built, our radio platform. Okay? Roughly 10,500 to 12,000 song spins per month. Are you in that number? Are you in that number? Can you even think about what I'm telling you? Are you? Okay. And so, excuse me, since you have no real clue as to what I'm saying to you, you know, I'm not trying to convince you or prove something to you. What I'm showing you is the opportunity. Because everybody like, oh man, I need to get to radio. Oh man, I need to get and yes, I push terrestrial radio. I do. I, without question, to every artist that we work with, I make sure that they do what they have to do to get onto terrestrial radio, FM radio, I don't care what it is, because that's going to pay you more than streaming. But when you have an opportunity, and you have to have a mix, because one station is not going to get you paid, it just has you in rotation. But at least you have a roadmap to know that, hey, this is my gateway to the end game, which is being in rotation, being discovered, having that exposure. But we're not just radio and we drop you off there, because our platforms, we give you the opportunity to do so much more than just drop a record on the radio station. From artist interviews to features to artist spotlights, artist engagement, everything that an artist needs to create a true dossier and portfolio about who they are and what they do. Man, come on. Stop. Video creation. When I say we're your one-stop shop to everything, and not to mention, there isn't another podcast or a branch of media distribution that's out there in our culture, owned by us, run by us, independently, that's making waves like we're making. No, we're not VTV. What's the guy? I don't even know the guy's name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. He does all of the interviews. You know, people end up incarcerated behind him. Man, I don't know if that's intentional or what, but y'all know what's going on. The jumper situation with the 100s and them other guys. All of those, you know what I'm saying? They have some real prominent stations that are out there that are backed by a system, a machine. But when you do it independently and you getting it out the mud the way we've gotten it out the mud, man, look here, can't nobody tell us how to do this shit. Although I do pay attention to the marketing with people too. You have to. Because if not, you get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? You kind of you sit behind the eight ball. But you cannot tell me that what we're doing isn't as effective as every other entity out there on the net. Now, the difference is we own our shit. We own our platforms. We use these social media platforms just to engage the masses. That's it. Advertisement. Push the word. Disseminate the information. So now let's get into what we're talking about. Say, oh man, gee, where we find you at, man? Well, you can't find us. Because if we're not offering that opportunity for you to get involved, well, like I said, I deal with artists that I deal with. I deal with artists that are serious, and I deal with artists that understand that, you know what? I don't have my stuff ready to go to a big label and ask them for a check. That ain't gonna happen anyway. I'm just, But that's what artists are thinking. Yeah, man, I'm gonna make this music, and there's gonna be a label that's gonna come find me, and they gonna offer me millions of dollars. No, they're not, because you don't have any data points. You have no analytics. You have no branding potential, promotional or marketing acumen. Nothing. But you want someone to invest in you, put money into your situation, for you to go out here and start from ground zero. There's no revenue flow, and you expect them to be happy with the music that you push just because you believe it's fire. But ain't nobody buying your shit. No. Who gonna sign you? And sign you to what? And if they do sign you, regardless of how fire you think you are, okay, LaRussell, everybody says, oh, LaRussell, yes, LaRussell busted his ass. LaRussell spent his own money. LaRussell invested into his own ecosystem and didn't need to go to a label. But sometimes, hey, man, I want that check. I can do the recoup, because if the label cuts you a check, you can best believe you're going to have to pay them back. They cut you a check for $100,000, and it's possible. You get a $50,000 deal, $100,000 deal, and then guess what's going to happen? You're going to sit there and not know what to do with the money, where to put it. You're not going to have the studios that you're going to have to go to. So now you're going to have to depend on the studios. They're going to sit there and be writing those checks to those studios that they already in bed with, because you don't have your business in place. You're not telling them, hey, man, I got my own studios that I frequent, my sound. And you can sit there and cut that check to that studio, if in fact you're going to pay somebody. And of course, hey, the studio, that's your people. So you're creating career and revenue stream and opportunity for them. I'm not about to go down that road with you guys, because y'all already know it, right? Y'all already know this stuff. Don't forget about taxes. Yeah, because that's revenue, remember? That's revenue. And so while you're out there shopping at the mall and spending money on them bitches, because y'all youngsters, man, y'all get that bag, and you gonna go chase them hoes. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna bring your homeboys to the strip club. You're gonna throw up the money. You're gonna sit there, and crazy thing is, you ain't even gonna get no video footage. You're not gonna do no behind the scenes stuff to make it seem as though, hey man, we're promoting a record. You're not gonna do anything like that. So you just wasted. Nothing that you're going to get out of what you're doing along the way. And then you sit there and be like, oh, wait a minute, man. I got to go do some studio time. Get to the studio. Oh, wait. We ain't paid the studio. damn, they ain't gonna let us in the studio. Bro, I can't get on the lab. Shit, man, you got invoices that you ain't paid. Oh, oh my ass. So like I say, unless you serious about this work, man. I mean, there's so many different scenarios and situations that I can give you, but I'm just grazing over some light-hearted conversation that happens. Things that happen with young artists that have no clue, and they don't want to listen to old fogies like myself because I don't know shit. I don't know shit, and that's cool. But I tell you what I do know. I tell you what I do know. Let me see if I can pull this up right quick. See if I can pull this up right quick. And we're going to close out here in just a little bit. Let me come here to which one is it? Okay, that's the one. All right. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? I wonder if y'all can hear me if I come off the screen, because I want y'all to see the full. I want y'all to see the full screen. I want y'all to see the full screen. Callio Green, Callio Gooney, what's going on, Callio? Now, when I was in Bay St. Louis and that little young nigga was coming up, oh my goodness. Good kid, great kid, awesome kid. But he was a bad little motherfucker, I promise you. He was a bad little motherfucker. But I loved him to death, man. Good kid. But now he's out there in New Orleans. He might be in Houston right now, doing his thing, working his music. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see the youngsters that I was around, and they're grown men at this point, doing some awesome things in their lives. Oh yes, Primetime Radio. Let me make this big screen. Let me get back to this. Let me make this big. See if y'all can still hear me. Okay, Primetime Radio. Right now we have different pages that we can send you to, get you to, all that kind of good stuff. But this is the one that I want to talk to y'all about today. Yes, Primetime Radio. Okay. This is a live stream, right? This is a live stream. These are some of the artists that we're working with that are built out onto the station. And you're not hearing anything because I haven't pressed play yet. And if I press play, it's going to be a continuous stream. You know, the music is playing now, but you just don't hear it because I have it on pause right now. I don't have it playing right now. But you can support the whole situation. You can go to Boss Talk 101 to our app. You can shop products. Of course, we also have our RSS feeds. Since this is audio, a radio station, radio platform, we have our talk conversations that you hear on a regular daily basis that come across our network. And you get the full burst of list of everything that we do on a regular, consistent basis. So not only do you hear it on the radio, you'll hear your talk conversation through our platforms. Hey man, you're going to get so much. You're going to get so much from what we do, right? And of course, you know, just like any other station, you know, you give you your playlist, your call list, and your regular programming and scheduling. Now, here's the beautiful thing about our station. It really works.
The young MJ with 4-shot it. My whole code know how it. My bro got it. If they don't, they know about it. Lil' Dad so flow about it. I remember you. Do you remember me? Bitch, this ain't yo got it. Go loco. Bulldog fofo. Maritime long boat low. Keep a chokehold on the rap game. And for the trap game, my dope bowl. Don't know no hoes that won't go. Keep going, you gon' blow. Cause so dope. You can break them down and you can make some lines just for your nose.
Look, I maneuver on interstates. I stand true when I interstates. I can't lose, got winner traits. My hands move and I innovate. Look, I can't move for no dinner dates, but I hand food on dinner plates. Look, I can do what I plan to. 20 grand cool and I'm finna wait. When a man do what a man do, you just can't choose to go get a steak. If a nigga say can't stand you for what you can't do, that nigga fake. If he can't do what a friend do, let that man choose to go get away. And let a man do what a man do when a man choose to go kill a steak. Can't comprehend me, then let me reiterate.
They don't have to be radio ready.
You move a little way, we move in bigger way. Don't understand me,
although you need clean audio.
Spend the day, we can move to the day,
we can get
in the way. Tell him go get him, Big Charlie, go spend the day. Pray to the Lord that I never get sent away.
Ain't scared of nobody. Get your vehicle polka dotted. Get a blue surf cigar, Charlie. Lord Almighty. Young MJ with 4-shot it. My whole code know how it. My bro got it. If they don't, they know about it. Lil' Dad so flow about it. I remember you. Do you remember me? Bitch, this ain't yo got it. Go loco. Bulldog fofo. Maritime long boat low. Keep a chokehold on the rap game. And for the trap game, my dope bowl. Don't know no hoes that won't go. Keep going, you gon' blow. Cause so dope. You can break them down and you can make some lines just for your nose.
Hey, get it blue. My OG. That's right. Nobody. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it in. Continuous play, ladies and gentlemen. Continuous play. You can't press the button. You can't sit there and advance it to the next song. You can't. No. It's a station.
Who made this beat?
It's a station, ladies and
For Lil Bad Road shouting.
Y'all remember the analytics and the numbers I gave you just a little while ago?
Summer made, summer paid, summer way, blue and white, join summer J, summer phase, summer blaze, back road, shot, bustin' summer grade, summer hay, summer day, summer ray, living, dying, summer to the
all you gotta do is hit me up, man. You know you can get on the show with me one day. I know you got your music out there. Let's get together.
Showing naked ass, bitch, my bill paid. Punch you in your shit, call Uncle Timmy, get your grill made. Shout out to OG, had him coming by the box low. Power 4 from Cali, watch him slam dunk
down
on Nacho. Cheese, cause this mine, I take ownership. Advise you take your cruise, ignore the fact you tryna ownership.
Hey.
And that boy trippin', he ain't crippin', but he eligible.
Whoa.
Handicap stage to a motherfucking vegetable. With a Bruce and the pudding ain't no riddle. I heard they wanted beef, met them all the way with a griddle. Couldn't ride the wave, so I left a sippin' ripple. Freeway records logo tatted on a nipple. Tuma summer made, Tuma summer paid, Tuma summer way, blue and white joint, Tuma summer J, Tuma summer fade, Tuma summer blade, back road, shot, bustin' Tuma summer grade, Tuma summer hay, Tuma summer day, Tuma summer ray, the living dying, Tuma summer to the grave, Tuma summer baby, Tuma summer babe. Fuck the world and left her pregnant with a Tuma summer crave.
Get it blue, Tuma Summer Day, ladies and gentlemen. Straight out of Tuma, Mississippi. OD Idol. Our group YKP. Free Records, baby. Oh, y'all thought it was just an urban thing? Come on now. I grew up in a whole different era. You know, Eddie Vedder, AC/DC, Metallica. You know what I mean? Come on now. Guns N' Roses. Stop.
I've been sitting on the dirty with my eyes rolled back. On my mind on the dirty and my heart turns black. Put my money on the drugs and my heart earns that. And I'll just go out of cash, you can leave me the cash. Cash it down, spiral, crash into the cycle. What it do enough, you think that I'm suicidal. I become more than just another object. I can see a nigga meaning, and I don't see creatures. Let my way to the bank like hot. Shawty gon' dance on me like Sasha. I'm like, I gon' do that rap.
These boys out of Houston. I told you. My man Abdul Chappelle introduced me to YKP, and they brought me ODI. Yeah.
I done seen another dirty with my eyes roll back. I might buy another dirty if my heart turns black. Put my money on the drugs and my heart earns that. I just go out of cash.
And if you're not listening to the song, man, they talking about suicide, mental health in the music, and what they were dealing with. Another OD idol, overdose idol. Come on, man. These kids is fire, boy. Hey.
Goddamn, laughing with no accent. Forgetting and I just sit here popping. Baby, I'm loving, I just need to toss them. With the money, I can pay what they can cost them. Maybe it's the drugs in my head that I take. Maybe it's the play, you're telling me some fake. I fell in love with drugs, it was all my mistake. I was sitting on a dirty with my heart so bad. I'm not bad, another dirty if my heart turns black. Put my money
Y'all see why I don't ask
my heart earns that. I just go out of cash, you can leave me the
Too busy
cash.
working to be asking.
Sit down, spiral cash into the cycle.
We're too busy working
And also the
to
side.
be asking.
Come on, it's just another ugly idol.
YKP, OD idol, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all tune in, tap in, lock in with Primetime
Get it.
Radio. Yes, indeed.
Freeway.
Y'all tap in with us, ladies and gentlemen. Tap in. Yes, indeed. I ain't gonna keep on running it on you. No. No. I am not. I'm back. And I done ran over my time. I done been here for extra 30 minutes because I had to get this out to the people. I had to let y'all know, man, we ain't playing. Dr. Wahawa, we are not playing. This is not a game. This is serious. These are people's lives and careers that we're talking about. And we're trying to sit there, and we're not trying, we are, because we do. You know, people get upset because we do. And they get uncomfortable because we do. And even if you don't support, even if you're not locked in, they got 9 billion people on this motherfucking planet. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me, man. Kiss my nuts. Bunch of bitch ass, hating ass, sorry motherfuckers. I'm gonna take my goddamn vitamins. That's what y'all want me to say. That's what y'all expect me to say. Like I'm supposed to be mad or upset about some shit. Man, look here. Let me explain something to you. Over the time that we've been working, we've amassed over 360,000 active subscribers on Boss Talk Podcast 101. Over 73,000 active subscribers on Boss Talk Podcast Primetime. So when you do our numbers, you add up our numbers, just those 2 platforms alone are what? 450,000? And then you take all of the other analytics. You can't do the analytics and metrics from our websites because those are behind the scenes. We have all of that stuff. But we see how many people that say that they don't fuck with us, but we can see our numbers constantly rising. We can see our videos constantly being watched. People don't want to comment. They don't want to say shit. They don't want to give you kudos. But I'm not asking for kudos. I'm asking for artists that are serious about their career, that really want to get some shit going. And 9 times out of 10, if you know me, you ain't fucking with me like that because you know the old me. You don't know the new me. And there really isn't no new me because I haven't changed in my life. There isn't much about me that has changed in my life. But what you think or you thought you knew, and even back then, I didn't fuck with a lot of people. So they didn't know me then either. It was just speculation and hearsay. Right? Although I was that nigga now. No. Don't get me wrong. I was that nigga. Yeah. I was that guy. Yeah. And when I say I was that guy, I'm saying I was definitely above the fray. You know, I was one that got out of my community. Went to college, came back home, worked with the Department of Defense, the Department of the Navy. You know, yeah, I made some wrong turns in my life. I don't know who hasn't. I fucked up a lot. But I made it through. You see? Yeah, traveling overseas and working overseas, yeah, it might have fucked me up a little bit. Some of the work that I was doing. But I don't use that as a victimization or I'm a victim or No. I learned to cope with the shit that I learned to cope with. And when you come home and you apply the things that you do and you try to express it to people that you know and it doesn't flow, well, I got to go. Why? Because I know that there are folks that are out there that have no clue of who I am. Nothing. They know nothing about me. Nothing. And I present what it is that I offer to help them elevate themselves. And guess what they do? They jump through fucking windows. Because they're like, damn, I ain't never seen a motherfucker that goddamn is proficient, efficient, effective, and work as hard as you do. Man, where have you been all my life? Yeah, that's how it goes. So you've got to sit there and stay in a position to where you're consistent. You're consistently working, you're consistently grinding, you're consistently putting your best foot forward, and don't give two damns about what someone else is saying, thinking, or doing about you. Yeah. Now, we're going to close this thing out. And I've got a lot more that I need to talk to you about as it relates to the radio station, as it relates to everything that we have going on with Primetime, with the podcast, with the whole infrastructure, with the whole system, with the record label, Freer Records. But it takes time. I can't explain everything in one setting. Primetime Radio isn't being built because the world needs another place playing music. We're building it because independent artists need another legitimate place to be discovered. A place where the record can lead to the interview. The interview can lead to the fan. The fan can lead to the stream. The stream can lead to a ticket being sold. The ticket can lead to the opportunity, and the opportunity can lead to a career. We're building it. We're refining it. We're growing it. And most importantly, we're going to give independent artists a real opportunity to be heard. Y'all know what it is, man. This is Primetime. Rise and grind. I am your host, Big G. Get up. Get moving. Get productive. And remember, Primetime Radio. Hold on a second. Let me get to this screen over here. Our frequency, our digital frequency and footprint is everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. And that's a fact. So make sure you lock us in. You tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get it, man. And let's get to work. And as always, beautiful people, y'all know with me. Before I get out of here, I got to do a little house clean. I can't just leave you like that. We have a dating show. We're doing our casting call for our dating show. Make sure you lock in with our dating show. And we didn't do our educational segment with the Samoan language today. We've been doing it over the last week. We're going to close out this week with Samoan, and then we'll move to our next one. We did Spanish. Samoan, we'll probably do either French or some Swahili coming up. It don't matter. I'll probably get Angel Williams to get on here and do some Russian. So you guys can learn some Russian words, and you could hear somebody talking about it. We're gonna get into it. But if in fact you're lonely, you're looking for a date, you're tired of these dirty foot hoes out here, you're looking for love in all the wrong places, and remember, if these young fellas that's out there, if these hoes ain't washing their ass, man, don't jump off in that coochie. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do it. I'm old, man. I just found out what groceries is. Eating Nigga, I can't even. LGBT elemental P, they done took pride from me. I can't go to the grocery store and tell the motherfucker I'm going to get me some groceries. Fuck it. Is an innuendo of something else going on in my life. I can't even go to goddamn Jitney Jungle and get me some groceries while the motherfucker saying I'm a nasty motherfucker. I ain't say I was eating a bitch's groceries. Shit. How you eat groceries anyway? You put your tongue in something that shit come out of. And man, let me look. Anyway, if you single, and you ready to mix and mingle, we're doing a casting call just for people like you.
You ain't my type, but you might be tonight. I'm good. You ain't my type.
Come on, baby, change my mind. I'm good.
We'll laughs. Let's see what we find. You ain't my type. They never felt this fun. Whee!
Sure, you stay locked in, man. 10 o'clock is coming up. Inside Speaks with my good man Jonathan Shaw, military veterans point of view. We will be here on the Primetime Network, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you are up, you ready, you're grinding, and if you ain't doing shit, man, goddamn, stay your ass right here and lock in with us. 10 o'clock Central Standard Time.
No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as ruck. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm going to share some of them stories with you on this channel.
And I was out, my wife and I were out in Hoover, Alabama. We went to go take in a show. Our good man, our resident comedian, Jarrell Braswell, has been on tour with Bubba Dove for quite some time. So we went to go see Jarrell out in Hoover, Alabama, rocking out with Bubba Dove. Those guys put on a great show. And of course, last night they went they left Hoover directly and had to get over to Atlanta because they had a show last night, 2 shows last night at the Helium. So they've been on the road, ripping and running. And of course, we got an opportunity last night to chop it up with JB. If you didn't watch the show, right? If you didn't watch the show, I tell you what, if you did watch the show, I got something for you. You know, I like, okay. If you're a regular on the show, yeah, you can answer. You can be a part of it too, because you might already have some of this. But I do have Tisha's House Blend seasoning. Let me just get that light off of there. Yeah, some of that Tisha's House Blend seasoning. If you know who gave us a pop-up last night If you know who gave us a pop-up last night on the show, put it in the comment, and I'm going to send you one of these. You know what I'm saying? Don't put your address and shit in the thing. I'll hit you on the DM. If you know, and this ain't just one winner. We have multiple winners on this one. If you know who popped up on the show and chopped it up with us last night, put it in the comments. I'm going to read the comments. And if you are correct on Industry Talk, when you talk about Primetime Rise and Grind, we talking about Industry Talk. If in fact you know who was on the show with us last night, popped up on the show, talking some shit with us last night, put it in the comments, because that means you had to have watched the show. Right? What I'll do, this is what I'll do. I will send you Tisha's House Blend and just to throw a little extra into it, I will also send you 21 Keys of Success. If you can sit there and put into the comments who was on with last night and tag him at whoever it was rocking out on the show with us last night, I will send you Tisha's House Blend Seasoning and your personal copy of Free Ricky Ross's 21 Keys of Success. Let me go into the comments here. Oh, damn! Jay Shaw already put it on there, goddamn. That's right. That's right. Yep. And I ain't even gonna say his name on here because, you know, I don't want nobody to be like, oh yeah, I knew it. No, you ain't know shit. You ain't know a damn thing. JB hooked us up, man. JB, goddamn, that's my nigga. Yep, that's right. Yep, that's right, Shaw. Yeah, you had to be locked in. They were in the green room with Jarrell Braswell. Yep. And was. So I will be, since Shaw is the only individual that gave us a correct answer, because you can't go in and read his answer and be like, oh yeah, this is who was that. No. No, you can't do that. Although that's what I want y'all to do. If you're still on this live, make sure you tag Bubba Dub in this live. He wasn't on this one. No, he was with us last night. I said if you tagged him in this, that's the question, I will send you out Tisha's House Blend Seasoning, and I think I might have a trash hat, but I ain't sending that out. Nope. You got to buy your own. Go to Bubba Dub's website, hit JB up, and get your own trash hat. Get some of that moich. Yep. Shaw know. Shaw done been to the site. We spoil y'all, man. We give away too much shit. But we want y'all to stay engaged, man. We stay giving away some good stuff. You know what I mean? Stay. Hell, we had some Detroit Pistons gear that we was giving away. Ain't nobody win it because they ain't know the answer. Yep. If you don't know the answer, we ain't just gonna give you away some shit. Yeah. But yeah, man. It's an awesome show. It was a great show this morning. I didn't gone too long. I didn't gone over and beyond. But Primetime Radio, man. Just think about those numbers. And think about the opportunities and the possibilities that come with having a station, an independent station, a real independent station that gives you the credit for who you are. And I'm saying it gives you the credit for who you are, not just because you're on our station. No, because we want to ensure that before you're spinning, on our station, in any other station, all of your ducks are in a row so that you can get paid for your works and your creations. Yeah. I think I've pretty much wrapped it all up in a bow for you today. Thank you all for joining us here on the Prime Time Network. I am your host, Big G. You are locked into Prime Time Rise and Grind, and like always, beautiful people, y'all know with me, it's about health, wealth, wellness. Stay dangerous. Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us, because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.